In this video, I'm talking about how to reprogram your mind for positive thinking, and I'm going to share with you my personal daily ritual. Before we get into it, let's subscribe because that helps so much, and hit the bell icon so you're notified every Tuesday and Thursday when I release epic, life-changing videos. And before we get started, I'd be so grateful if you could like this video. It helps so much. My intention is to teach 1 million women how to be empowered, because we change the world by empowering women. So today I'm going to talk about how to reprogram the subconscious mind for positive thinking. And the reason, I already have goosebumps, this is so insane and mind-blowing to me, is it's so fucking simple. And as humans, we overcomplicate everything. So I'm just going to explain it as simply as this. When you are in your head and you're stuck in the negative feedback loop and you're focusing on worst case scenario and negativity, it's so draining. So when I was living in Bali, surfing was one of my most favorite things in the entire world. I loved it. I learned how to surf as an adult in Uluwatu. I felt so fucking proud of myself. The water was warm. I'd get tan. I had my buns out. I could see the reef. The water was beautiful, crystal clear, and I could see all these incredible fishes coming up. And when my mind was programmed for negativity, I was so zapped energetically, I didn't even have energy to surf. So I couldn't even do the shit that I wanted to do, let alone have energy to grow and break broken beliefs such as unworthiness, scarcity, and I'm not enough. So this is life-changing. This is so important, because if you are wired for negativity, which I'm going to talk about how to go to positivity, you don't have the energy to do the things that you like. So of course you do not have the energy to grow, because growing and changing means that we get into the unknown, and that's really, really uncomfortable for the ego. Game changer. This totally changed my life. So the first thing I do in my daily ritual is I do not go on my phone. I work on my phone. I get it, sis. I had a friend who's so beautiful and amazing, and she's like, I'm not going on my phone anymore. I'm not going on Instagram. And I was like, okay. So she's like, just WhatsApp me if you have any big news. I'm like, okay. And she's like, it's just so draining. And my philosophy is, dude, it's only draining if you're using your creative energy to compare yourself to other women who you think's lives are better, or if you use it to fantasize about why your life is harder because look at them. That is really fucking draining. Totally admit it. I do not you'll never catch me going like this. I'm never gonna go on a fake post with Photoshop photos and be like, oh, their life is so much better. I'm like, fuck that. I do my own daily rituals so I can create the life of my dreams. So my first part of my daily rituals that has got me to reprogram from worst case scenario to best case scenario, from negativity to positivity, no phone first thing in the morning. I work on my phone. All of my coaching groups are on Facebook. I get so many inquiries and clients from Instagram. I totally get it. And I still don't need to go on my phone first thing in the morning. I do not feel drained from social media. I fucking love it. It is not a weapon. It is a tool. It's an amazing avenue. Every woman I've ever shared this with is like, oh my God, I found you on social media. I'm like, yes, it's amazing. It's epic. But I have boundaries, and my self-care and my self-energy comes first. And that means that the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I hydrate, I have my apple cider vinegar, I meditate, and I do not go on my phone. So I refuse to do any work or go on any socials or check any emails before I've done my morning routine. Meditation is a non-negotiable. And I was a yoga teacher and taught meditation for fucking years and years and years. And I didn't meditate. I would sit down to do it because it was cool, especially when I was teaching yoga in Bali. And I didn't know how to get out of my head. And so therefore I couldn't meditate, because meditate is being present and being in a full acceptance of this state. And so the way that I describe it is, when I'm in my head, my energy field is shut and my heart feels heavy. And again, I'm worst case scenario negativity, and I can't, in my mind, I'm I'm protecting myself from negativity, but I'm also blocking myself from being able to receive any goodness, because you put a lid on a cup. Yeah, dog shit can't get in your cup. But if you're super fucking thirsty, you can't get water in your cup either. So it's like that's not ever, like, I'm like, just don't fucking put dog shit in your cup. Like, I'm getting to the root of it and not trying to use these like coping mechanisms and punish myself from the good and the bad. Like, I can totally now, because of these rituals, deal with stress like a fucking boss. So I stay in my body. So what I'll say on meditation is, I would not call meditating what I used to do. Staying in my head, having anxiety, fantasizing about this amazing life because everybody's life is easier than mine, wishing somebody would come save me out of my abusive marriage because it wasn't my fault. Like, I just had an excuse for everything. Fantasizing about if I was just famous on Instagram, then everything would be okay and I'd be happy. Fantasizing about if I got money and this perfect job, then I would be happy. So that is not meditating. It is much better to do like 1 minute of just like really slow breathing where you're present and where you keep bringing your mind back to your body and you're focusing on your body and your sensations, and like you actually feel like connecting to your inner energy field inside. It's like much better to do that for a minute than sit in an hour just having horrible anxiety and like you're actually just feeding your ego. You're not meditating. Do you see what I'm saying? So humans love to go from 0 to 100. Like, I've never meditated. I'm going to go do like fucking 5 hours and like fast for a year and like, and I'm like, let's just start with something that we know we can do. So if you are not feeling your soul open and like that's all I can describe it. Like, my whole body opens like a flower and it's just truth and unconditional love because I am powered by source. I am not this human who's like, okay, like, you know, it's all me against the world. Like, I don't have to worry about that. I'm good. I trust. I am all in with the universe. I am 100% in. All I need to do is be open and receive. So let's get clear on what meditation is. It's a non-negotiable for me. My partner and I do it every morning. We like train our nervous system to connect to these really beautiful, positive, loving memories instead of being like, oh, why did this person do this to me? Because it's just really a default setting. Like, if, you know, you get me in a room and then you get somebody who has not reprogrammed for positive thinking and you ask us a question, I'm always going to go to the best case scenario and the positivity. And I see this so often. I'll ask a woman like, okay, what do you want? What's amazing? What's the best case scenario? Like, who's the real you? And then she'll just go right into the negative. Like, well, I don't want to be depressed and anxious. I'm like, dude, I asked you what you wanted, not what you don't want. It's like, it's sure as shit. Like, a woman who has not reprogrammed for positive will always bring it right back down to the hellhole, will always bring it right back down to the negative. So we practice that in our morning meditations, like just really opening and feeding my nervous system and making these new neurons in my brain, like these love programs and feelings for positivity and all the times that I did feel supported and I did feel loved. Now, exercise is also a non-negotiable for me. I do believe that one of my gifts is energy. I don't think that I have more than anyone else. I'm going to be 39 soon and I can like fucking run. Like, I literally feel like I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, I'll run. I'll get these 20-year-olds in my program and they're like yawning, like, I'm just so tired. I'm like, bitch, please. Like, of course you're tired. All day you're running these horrible negative marathons in your head and you're not even well enough. You shouldn't be running a marathon because your shit is disconnected and crazy and victim mode. So like all day you're just wasting your beautiful energy on like, this is the worst thing that can happen. I didn't get this. Why did they do that? Like, of course you feel like you have less energy than me because I'm like, I'm a fucking badass. I can do this. I'm Wonder Woman. So for me, exercise is a non-negotiable because getting the blood into my body and really stretching myself physically, it totally strengthens my willpower. So I like to go into the pain cave. I don't stop the moment I get a little bit tired. I don't give up as soon as it gets a little bit hard. And because I believe the way that I do one thing is the way that I do everything. So I would never quit on a client because she's not perfect. I would never withhold my love from her because she fucked up. Like, I'm not ever, I mean, I used to be a crazy pants, but I'm not ever gonna like break up with Chris because we're not perfect. Like, that's not how this works. I'm in it. I'm 100% committed, just like my relationship with the incredible universe and Mother Earth. I'm in it. I'm trusting. Like, I know that when I'm open and I'm embodied, that I'm completely supported and it's true and it's like so safe. So when I'm working out, like I fucking pump myself up. I like have I feel like I have a team of cheerleaders, the Navarro cheerleaders in my head, and they're just like, fuck yeah, Lani. And so when I do feel like quitting because my ego's like, oh, this is so hard, I stared it back in the eyes. I'm like, oh, really, bitch? Okay, we're gonna fucking sprint now. And that strengthens my willpower. So willpower is not something you're born with. That's like, I mean, hello, like, what's the difference of me and a woman who doesn't work out, who binge eats at night, who goes on her phone all day, who is super lazy and grumpy? It's like, it's not, I'm not better, I'm not special, I just have more willpower. So if something happens that doesn't work for me, I don't crumble like a freaking egg. I'm like, okay, well, I could deal with this. Like, I deal with hard shit every day. I feel super uncomfortable at the gym. I get in uncomfortable situations all the time. Like, rejection is just, to me, not the opposite of success, right? Like, it's just part of it. So it's cool. But that's one of the most beautiful, simple ways. So I would just start getting your, like, moving your body. And when it's like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed and go for a walk, you do it anyway, because that's how you strengthen your willpower muscle. You don't strengthen it by being lazy and giving into that laziness or quitting because, you know, I'm a little sore or I'm tired. That's not how I've gotten where I am. So the daily ritual would be strengthening your willpower, and that is definitely through exercise. So start adding that in yesterday. I also, one of my favorite ways to get in my body, and I talk about presence and embodying a lot because this is the only way we can connect to our feminine energy, which is literally our birthright of it's queen, it's Wonder Woman, it is life, it is everything. I don't feel strong when I'm like all controlling and manic and like focused on what other people think of me. I feel invincible and unstoppable and limitless when I'm in my body and I can fully open up and receive because I'm supported by the entire universe. It's not me against the universe. I'm completely supported and I go into Wonder Woman energy. So one of my favorite ways, one of my most favorite rituals is to dance. And it's incredible because I love asking people, I'm like, I've asked this on a YouTube video, like, what's your favorite song? What do you like to dance to? Because it doesn't matter what song lights me up. It matters what song lights you up because it's all about the feeling. So dancing and singing is one of the most simple ways that all of our ancestors used to embody. And when I am dancing and I am totally in my body, I am not, oh my God, what did that person think of me? Oh my God, what did they do? You can't be on both sides of the fence. So when someone tells me like, oh yeah, like I'm fine, or I'm like, dude, you're either in your head or in your body. That's not a wrong or right, but what's the point of defending negativity and insecurity and defending the shit that you don't want? Like if you're alone, and what's the point of saying, oh, it's fine, nobody loves me anyway. Like, why don't we just be like, oh, I want connection. I feel so much more supported when I'm around incredible women who have respect for themselves and share love. Like, it's not a bad thing to want to be your best. It's like so weird how we've been primed to think that it's selfish. Like, I get so many women being like, how dare I ask for more? Like, I feel guilty about it or shameful about it. And none of those, that energy is the lowest frequency, and that is not the way for us to reprogram for positivity. So again, one of my daily rituals, and I do this often throughout the day. I love it. If you've seen my Instagram, you know I'm a dancer, and I do it for me. I've grown up dancing. All of my childhood videos, my dad's dancing. Like, he always would dance with me. So this just brings me so much joy. And again, it's how all of our indigenous ancestors like celebrated life. And so it's a really simple, incredible way. And the last part of my daily ritual, which is so important, is I am so picky about what I ingest. And that means food-wise, so physically what I ingest, and that means spiritual-wise. So the words that I listen to, the videos that I watch, the people that I hang around, because I know that as humans, we're either rising or we're falling. And I put myself in so many situations where I would be like, I'm going to do it this time, and I'm going to reprogram for positivity, and I'm not going to be a bitch anymore, because the truth is, when we have not reprogrammed for positivity, when we're not using these rituals that I am sharing with you now, and I want you to do me a favor, let me know in the comments what your favorite ritual is. and let me know when you're gonna start doing it, because this is some serious shit. Like, if nothing changes, nothing changes. I didn't just wake up one day and be like, oh, I'm cured. These are called daily rituals for a reason, because I do them daily. I would never take one breath of air and be like, obviously I don't need to breathe anymore. Like, it's a muscle. It's life. I breathe all day, every day. I do my rituals every day for reprogramming for positivity. It's a non-negotiable. I know that if I don't do them, because there's no external force against me, so I know that if I don't do them, then I'm gonna have some negative repercussions, and I'm not okay with that. So let me know which one in the comments is your favorite, and yeah, when you're gonna start, because anyone can say they're gonna start on Monday, but what about the bitch that says she's gonna start her diet on Monday? We never start. I did that a million times. So let's get clear, let's declare, let's put it out into the world. You have such a higher chance of success if you declare it out loud and you write it. So let me know that. I always used to feel so guilty about saying no. And I get that one of the biggest fears is like, oh my God, if I let go of these women or these partners or friends that are low, then what if I'm alone? And so our ego gives us two options. Be around super low negative people who don't want to reprogram. And it's not a judgment, because I was one of those people, but the truth is it's mean energy. It's selfish energy. And I can say that. Like, the old Lani was really bitchy. The old Lani was really mean, and the old Lani was really selfish. And so it's not a judgment. It's just, I guarantee that if you're around someone who's shut and in fight or flight, and in worst case scenario, you won't feel love. Like, it's not an open, unconditional love. You don't feel inspired. And I just said this I say this to all my clients. I'm like, dude, your energy comes across as like really bitchy. Like, I know, because I used to be that. I'm not judging, but would you like to shift and open up and actually be the energy that you say that you want to be? So the ego gives us two options. Like, either I have to be around these toxic people, and we know it's that negative energy and it's like heavy and like, or I'm going to be alone. And I'm telling you that those are not the only two options. And I'm also saying that you don't get to wait for everything to be perfect on the outside before you start making changes on the inside. That's like, oh, I'll start working when I win the lottery and I have all this. Like, that's like crazy. That's not how this works. Nobody gets to skip a step. No one's ever made these shifts or reprogram because the man saved them or the money saved them. And it's like crazy. To me, that's as crazy as watching one YouTube video with a woman who has a six-pack, and then after the video going like, why don't I have a fucking six-pack, universe, you stupid bitch? It's like, dude, you don't get to skip a step. Like, nobody does. So let's get our reprogramming for positive mindset, because life is actually like a gift, and it's so fun and it's so beautiful. And the old Lani, what people said behind my back was that I was negative and mean and bitchy, and people were scared of me in a really negative way. And the new Lani, what women say behind my back is, I'm a leader, I'm kind, I'm compassionate. It's like so beautiful. So if you need more, I go way deeper in my live workshop. It's amazing, it's so beautiful, and you actually get to feel my energy live. Click in it now. All the information is in the comments. It's online, so you can be anywhere in the world. It's free, so your girl can't use money as an excuse, and it will be really life-changing. I've gotten amazing feedback from that. And don't forget to subscribe, because I don't want you to miss out on any amazing messages. Check out my other videos if you're like, Lani, I'm feeling you, I'm ready for this truth and this feminine energy. Hit those videos up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.